So like I said, this is a 2005 box. This is a southern box that somebody brought up from probably southern Ontario or the USA. And we're going to prep this box. Take all the weak parts out of it. This is where they tend to go in the wheel well. As you can see, there's a bit of surface that we've ground off. You can see it there in the corners. You can always see there's a seam here where two lip. So basically we're going to cut all this out to clean what's in there, just to keep the rust from coming back. This is something most people wouldn't do. They just sand this down and paint it, and then 2-3 years it's back. But we're going to try to make this truck last about 10. That's our goal. So we'll probably cut this out like so and put new steel in there. We don't need complete wheel wells, but we can fix that. The corners will treat. A couple bad spots on these Dodges is right here. Water goes up in here. Box, of course, is upside down, so the water goes in, it pockets here. This is what it ends up looking like. So this was all blistered out. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to cut a section out of here, treat what's behind, weld new stuff. But before we paint it, we're going to seam seal all this. Keep the water from running in behind. Here on this side, you can see how much I decided to cut out. So I'll make strips and MIG weld all that in, right up to here. You can kind of see how the rust is not that bad now that I've knocked most of it away. I ground down the spot welds. So we're going to treat this later. I'll show you what I use to do that, and that'll kill it. They guarantee it, depending what you use. Could be 5 years, could be 10 years, but we'll kill that anyway. And then when we put our new metal on, seal it up, it'll take that much longer for it to come out. Now on this side, we had some blistering right in here and right in here. Now you probably can't see it, but right here, there's a pinhole, and there's a couple over here. So if I feel here and here and here, here it's kind of thin, so we're going to cut this out and put a plate in here. But first, I'm going to weld these in just so nothing can move. Cut this out, sink a plate in. When we get to that, I'll show you how it's done. Now we do have one more spot, which is right up here, right where the bolt goes for the brace. The four corners were rusty, but only this one is burnt where it's really thin. So we're going to cut this out right here. We're going to weld a nice square plate. So we're okay right where the bolt is. So we're going to try to cut right here, put a new piece in. So I'll cut that out, and then later I'll make a piece and show you how it's done.